Today is day one of 75 Hard for me. I want to take a second to thank Keith Crackett for this comment because it reminded me that when I started 75 Hard, quite a handful of you showed interest in what I was doing, and some of you started the program with me. Keith has started the program about 2 times that I know of already, or that I can remember of. No offense, Keith. And you know what? I voluntarily stopped doing the program earlier this year because of a number of reasons. The main ones being that I wasn't counting calories, although I was able to eat clean and I wasn't losing any weight. The second reason being that my intentions were to, let me backtrack a little bit. I was reading the books, but I wasn't happy. I wanted to read the Bible, and I kept on making excuses for why I couldn't read the Bible on the program. The main excuse being that those pages have way too much literature. So at one point, I started to feel like I was serving 2 masters, and you can't do that. So I got off the program. Here's a quick breakdown of what I'll be doing. 75 Hard, 2 workouts a day. They each have to be 45 minutes long. One of them must be outdoors. Sun, rain, sunshine, snow, no matter what, it's got to be outdoors. The second workout can be indoors or outdoors. I have a membership at a CrossFit gym where I go and I just do my own thing. I lift weights. So I'll be doing some strength training, whether I will stay on a compound movement, just barbell weight program, or whether I'll be doing CrossFit classes is unknown. I'm not sure. I'm just going to go with what feels right. For my outdoor workouts, I'll be doing a lot of walks. In about 90 days or so, I have a 10-mile race coming up, and I'm 135 pounds overweight. So my focus is going to be on getting ready for that race because I need to be at that starting line regardless of what the results will be. Diet. You have to pick a diet of your choice with 0 deviations. I'm going to eat as clean as possible, but the main thing about my diet is this. This is where I define my diet. I will be counting calories to lose weight. My goal is 2 pounds a week, so I will be tracking calories every single day to make that happen. I'm also going to be fasting the next 40 days so that I can focus on prayer. So while this isn't part of my diet, it is part of my diet, right? It's got an effect on it, or effect on it. Reading. You have to read 10 pages a day on the program. Sorry that I'm moving the camera so much. I've got a 20-pound backpack on me, and this trail is gnarly. It's got a lot of hills. It ain't no mountain though. So reading, it's got to be 10 pages a day. I will be reading the Holy Bible. It's the NASB version. It's a study Bible with Tony Evans' commentary on it. The way the Bible breaks down, there's 2 columns per page, and then 1 horizontal column on the bottom with the Tony Evans commentary. Each column is equivalent to 1 page on a standard book. So I took Atomic Habits. It's got about 10 words per line. On the Bible, it'll have 7 to 8 words per line, but it's got 48 lines of text instead of, just the 38 lines of text. Good morning. On the average book. So each column will count as 1 page, and that's what I'll be reading. I'm following a 5-day-a-week. I'm out of breath. I'm following a 5-day-a-week Bible reading plan to finish the Bible in 1 year. Once I'm caught up with my reading, I will do some additional reading on the weekends. I've got a book called The Secret to Storytelling. I want to get to that. 1 picture a day. It's got to be taken. I'm taking this in the mirror, and I will be putting a time on it. I got to take my picture every single morning before drinking water, before drinking coffee. I'll be taking a shirtless picture. No alcohol. Guys, when I posted my first video in October, I told you I was going to sober up, and I did. The last week or two, I've broken my word, and I've been drinking. Not every night, but that habit, I've let it back in my life. So on this program, I'll be sober. It's one of the requirements, no drinking. I want to thank you guys for your support. And Keith, I want to thank you for that comment, because community is important. And I've learned that over time. When I left the streets to change my life, I had to cut a lot of relationships. I had to cut a lot of friendships because they kept on bringing me back to my old life. I wasn't a Christian back then neither. So it's not like I did it for, consciously for biblical reasons. But I was just fed up. And it got lonely, really lonely at times. And I got used to it. I learned to embrace that loneliness. And not only did I accept it, but I embraced it. I welcomed it. I thought it was good. And that's the way things were meant to be. Then I started a business. And some of the friendships that I was still associated with, and I kind of started separating ways. I still appreciate those people. We just stopped hanging out as much because my priorities changed, and their way of thinking and looking at things was different than the way I was looking at things. So here we go again, even more loneliness. And then about a year and a half ago, I stepped to the church, depressed, anxious, just in the dumps, and slowly started coming around more people. Even if it wasn't in conversation or relationship, I started opening up to more, friendships, new friendships in my industry, and started getting more involved with the church, just to realize that, we weren't built to be alone. We thrive in the community of like-minded individuals. And what's happened in this channel, in this vlog, in this weight loss journey, is that we've got some rock stars in the comment sections that are carrying their weight. They're focused on losing the weight eating healthy, creating positive habits. A lot of you are Christians, you're devoted to Christ and building that strong relationship with Him. And your comments, your testimony, your stories, everything you share is what creates that community that we can thrive in. So Keith, thank you for being transparent. Thank you for posting that comment. I know it's not easy to admit your defeats or voice your failures. Yet, if it wasn't for that community that we have building in the comment section, who knows how long it would have took me to get back on the horse. But here we are, day 1, 75 hard. Hope you guys are doing well. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next video. Be well.